Hey guys, Darren here with a box review of 1992 Pacific, but this is an unusual box. It's one I'd never encountered before, and it's kind of tough to get all the way in camera, but it is, in essence, a gravity feed box with these packs that are very, I can't think of other cases where I've personally encountered these kinds of boxes, but these packs, they don't say Series 1 and they don't say Series 2. And there's a reason for that. These are 5-card packs. 25 cents was how much they were sold for. And they are either Series 1 or Series 2. That's just what they were. So there are 100 packs in the box, and there are 50 Series 1 packs and 50 Series 2 packs. You don't know till you open it. And I actually got 101. I got one extra pack, which was Series 1. And that meant that I got 210 cards from the set, as opposed to 203 for the Series 2. But it's an interesting release where in 1992, Pacific still had not yet been discovered. And I believe what they did here was they just wanted to create some cheap packs that they could provide to card shops and say, look, just put this stuff out. It's like popcorn, 25 cents. People just buy some packs and open them and get kind of, it's a cheap way to discover a new card set. I think that's what they were doing with this release. But it's an interesting experience because you open the packs and they're just 4 or 5 cards in there of the main set. That's it. And the cheapness of the packs is really kind of the key, because like I said, I got 2/3 of the way to either set, which means that it would take 2 boxes of this to get a complete set. If you got a regular Series 1 or regular Series 2, you'll get a complete set plus some, and the correlation is so strong that I doubt you're going to get a box of Series 1 or a box of Series 2 and not get a complete set. In this case, because you're getting both Series 1 and Series 2, you're not going to get a complete set, and it would take 2 boxes, and you would likely get a complete, probably get both complete sets from 2 boxes. But it's not a release that's about collecting the set, and it's clearly never been that way. Now, just because the collation is not structured, so here are the doubles, and you can see not many doubles, but in Series 2, or the Series 1 packs, I actually got a fair number of cases of triples. And there are about the same number of extra cards in Series 2, Series 1 and Series 2. So Series 2 just had more of an even distribution of doubles, whereas in Series 1 you had more triples. And the card set's not really laden with stars, but the only stars I got was an Emmitt Smith in Series 1 and a Barry Sanders and a Steve Young in Series 2, with 1 extra Steve Young. I didn't even get a Ben Coates rookie card, which would have been nice. But the thing is that it's not a star-studded set, so it's not like you're going to be running into stars as you go through. But it was never really intended to be about set building. Absolutely. It actually is absolutely chock full of inserts, and I mean chock full. Not every pack, but most packs had an insert card in it. So I got 1 complete Steve Largent set, and I got not just 1, but I got 2 Bob Greasy sets in this, and those are just the complete sets. But I also got a whole bunch of doubles of Largent, and I got a whole bunch of doubles of Bob Greasy on top of that. I also got 2 complete Series 1 checklists. I did not get any of the Series 2 checklists. I don't know why, but they had tons of Series 1. They had 2 Prism cards in here. The 2 Prism cards showed up in the packs. They were both Barry Sanders, and a whole bunch of team leaders. Emmitt Smith is one of Emmitt Smith and Barry Sanders are the only stars that I got team leader cards of, and I got doubles of both of them. You know, I also got Warren Moon here. I got Rodney Hampton, and so this was really about just getting a whole bunch of inserts. And I didn't get any Picks the Pros, which would have been nice. That was the one set that I would have loved to get in here. But again, this was clearly a release that was not intended for serious collectors. It was intended for people who it was intended for kids to introduce themselves to kids, since main collectors didn't really care. And so you get a couple of cards and you get an insert card and nothing of real note, although the Prism cards are pretty significant. And you can see I only got 2 in there, 2 out of 50 packs. But the release for this, it's more an interesting curiosity of the collecting world at the time, and the fact that Pacific really had to work hard to become a player in the card market, because by 1992 it just still was not known, and this shows you just how far they had to come to introduce themselves. Obviously, one question that you're going to have is, how did they stick together? And for the most part, they didn't. There were a few cards that actually did kind of stick together a bit, but there was no damage on any of the cards. In the case of this box here, the cards held up really well. So I don't think any of the cards actually got significant damage. I didn't notice damage on any of the cards, so they came through well. But most of the cards just didn't even need any coaxing. They were already pretty much separated. So I don't know if that's a quirk of this release of boxes, or if the way that it's packaged worked better for the cards to hold up over time, or whatever the reason. I didn't have that issue, so that was really nice. But if you're looking to build sets, and it's regular sets, this is not the release to do it, because it would, if you got 2 boxes, I think it's almost a guarantee you would get 2 sets. Not quite a guarantee, because being 2/3 doesn't mean that you're just going to get 1/3 in the next box. That could be kind of dicey. Whereas if you get a box of Series 1 and you get a box of Series 2, the regular releases, you'll get a complete set in either of those. So that's where you go to collect the main sets. This is really about all of these insert cards, and there are an absolute ton of them. No Picks the Pros in what I opened, and you would think that in 101 packs I would have a pretty good idea of if Picks the Pros showed up in these packs. I really don't think they did, and I highly doubt that the autographs showed up here either. But for me, it was a great experience to run into something I just had never run into before and find out what in the world it is. And that was the fun of it. And ripping through a bunch of little packs is it's its own thrill, all built around an insert in almost all the packs. So that was an interesting thing for me to run into. Thought I'd share it with you guys, and thank you very much for watching.